Buy and develop. In Lagos, they want development. You need more than a lawyer for due diligence when you want to acquire a land. Even CO takes months. Now it's now faster. You don't need to come to Alausa before you can do that again. Yes, it's free. It's free for everybody. Even government itself, they are not happy they wanted it money. They give you a title for agricultural use and you went out to build a residential estate. I will also advise people to wait for government decisions and then as we speak.
Hello and welcome to Brick by Brick by Bestate Investment, where we go behind the scenes of the real estate industry in Nigeria, speak to the professionals, the developers, and see what is really happening that you don't get to see outside and on the surface. And today with me, we have an exciting guest in the name of Mr. Olaniyi, a surveyor and a GIS expert. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So today, the first thing that we would like to know is, we all hear about surveyors, but a lot of people don't actually know what they do. So can you start by telling us exactly what you do as a surveyor?
Well, I'll start by this. A surveyor is someone that measures land and someone that defines land boundaries and also someone that interprets maps also. During the olden days, we are limited to some importance of surveyors, or let me say the uses where surveyors are actually needed in the industry. Then it was limited to just land measurement and production of survey plans. But as at when development comes, we realize surveyors has a lot of issues. It goes beyond just measuring of lands alone. It comes with data management. With the advent of GIS, that's Geographic Information System. So you tend to understand how surveyors are useful in these industries. It's just not limited to measuring of lands alone.
So now with GIS, you have like a database.
With GIS, yes, we have like a database whereby we collect data, we analyze it with the spatial world and use it to solve a lot of problems.
So our clients are looking to say buy land, buy house. What would the surveyor do for them?
For clients that wanted to buy land, so there are steps into this. The first thing a client that wanted to buy land will do is verification. To verify if the land in question that you actually wanted to buy is safe to buy, the first thing they will do is to engage a surveyor.
Okay.
What will surveyor do is go to the sites in question, the land in question, the property in question. There are some information you have to take on the sites. It's only a surveyor that can do this because people normally mix things together in the aspect of doing their due diligence. There are some people that normally consult a lawyer for due diligence. Lawyer alone.
So we need more than a lawyer.
We need more than a lawyer for due diligence when we wanted to acquire a land. So there are two different works here. A lawyer's work is a legal search on a property. What are the legal search? To know if it's free from mortgage, to know if there is any legal case, maybe a land dispute or any title fraud that is on it. So that is lawyer's verification. But a surveyor's verification is totally different from the lawyer's work, whereby it's a surveyor that will check if the property is actually free from government acquisition. Let me use Lagos State's own as an example. We wanted to acquire a land in Lagos. Everybody knows what's actually happening in Lagos real estate system as we speak. There are basic checks whereby you have to go to before your due diligence is completed. The first one is maybe it's free from government acquisition. The second one is the uses,
like zoning.
The zoning, the uses, where it actually falls into.
Okay.
The surveyor can check that for you also. There are some particular properties that are actually zoned for agriculture. There are some that are zoned for commercial and residential. So a surveyor will be able to check that for you to know the zoning and the uses also. There are some that are mixed use also that can be used for both residential and commercial and for other uses also. And the third one again to check for is the right person to check to sell.
Okay.
Thank God for the advent of land-GIS now in Lagos State. You actually don't need someone to check that for you anymore. With the new development of land-GIS now.
So let's even go there now because that's our next question. So I know that recently the president came, commissioned a new building, and we're told that there's a new online system, a new GIS system that they have created a database that's accessible to the public and all of that. So please, can you tell us about this GIS system and the new office they just commissioned and Alausa? What is this all about, and how can investors be part of it?
So I will start with this. There are two new developments that just came. It's actually not new. I can say it is just being put into practice because we've been actually using it and working on it before. So the first one is LAGIS, which is the Lagos State Geographic Information Services.
Okay.
And the second one is e-GIS, which is the Electronic Geographic Information System. So the LAGIS is a system itself, while the GIS is, let me put it like an engine that power the LAGIS. Okay. To break it down, let's take LAGIS as a smartphone.
Okay.
and the e-GIS is the system that operates like the Android or the iOS. So put it like that. So what does LandGIS? What does it do? It has a lot of benefits, especially for the real estate industries. It reduces man-made works. You have to know someone that knows someone in Alausa before you can get things done.
Yes,
It
that's
reduces all those. In your own convenience, you can buy land.
wow.
You can process your title documents. You can confirm the genuineness of a property at your own convenience without even knowing anybody on these platforms.
Can you tell us a bit about how it will actually work? So if somebody wants to buy property, how can they use this large GIS system to check?
Largest is a digital system created by the Lagos State government. It's just to manage land and property information for using GIS approach. You wanted to buy land now. You wanted to check if the property is free from government acquisition. You don't need to come to Alausa before you can do that again.
Interesting.
Yes, you just have to register. You register with your email. You have your own profile.
First, is it free?
Yes,
It's free.
it's free for everybody
Nice.
that wanted to use it. You don't have to pay a dime before you can use all these platforms you are saying. And it is also for the public. So you create your own profile. In this platform, there are two things you can verify. You can verify a survey plan. You can verify the genuinity of the survey plan. In the essence of you upload the survey plan in the platform, it will bring the information about the survey plan. Started from the name of the owner with the status of the land, if it's free from government acquisition or not.
Wow.
If it's not free, it will even review what actually made it permitted
So
on
you know
it.
exactly what the
You know exactly, maybe it's a government scheme, you know exactly what it entails. You know the size of the land, the exact size. You know it will bring a lot of information you actually needed. So that is the verification of survey plan aspect. So if you wanted to verify a title, that means a CFO. Maybe the person wanted to buy a land from actually present a CFO that this property I wanted to sell as a CFO. Okay, you can actually verify with the title number also. All you have to do is to input your title number on this platform and it will bring the copy, the government copy of the CFO. It will bring it out for you. You confirm it. You confirm the name that is on it. Maybe it conform with the said owner that is claiming the ownership of the land. It will give you the location. If there's any encumbrance on it, you get to know all that also. The encumbrance I mean is maybe if there is mortgage, if there is any loan
or a loan
on the property, you get to know all these things on this platform without knowing anybody. Online, on your phone,
wherever you are.
from wherever you are. All these things have been made easier for people to be able to use. So it is just the information you need. Once you have those information, it is very easier to transact in land transactions.
That's really good to know. This is something that we have, clients have been asking for a very long time. So I think we are going to put the website on the description so that anybody that wants to access it, they can just go there straight away. Let's move on to our next question. So before this portal, right, can you tell us about, some of the ways that we used to go about verifying all these processes before, maybe at Alausa, or how do people used to do this before?
Initially, if you wanted to do a due diligence, you have to come to Alausa to come and verify. You bring your documents to come and verify. At the Surveyor General's office, you go and chat it. Let's chat the survey plan because we wanted to buy. We wanted to know if it's free from government acquisitions and if it's free from drainages, setback drainages, from roads, from maybe there's a road that will pass through all these places I wanted to buy in the future. Maybe there is government development coming there in the future that has been assigned for that location also.
Yes.
So before, that is how it is, and it is so tedious for people to do, very stressful. And this platform also reduces fraud for people. There are some people whereby they will have to collide with the family people. Maybe the family wanted to sell a land for you. They now have their own surveyor. They say, okay, you can go and confirm from your own surveyor, whereby the surveyor has collided with the family just for them to mislead you or to lie to you that this property is actually free from acquisition. This platform is going to eradicate fraud. You don't have to lie on anybody.
Get information straight from
direct information is what you are getting here. Before you are come to Alausa, you bring your survey plan. They help you to chart it. Even you have to pay sometimes because all these things are not free before. So you chat, you collect information. Before you can even do that, it can take people up to 1 or 2 days to be able to achieve all this information. But within 5 minutes, you'll be able to get all this information with this new launched platform that Lagos State launched. So even the CFO also, you wanted to confirm the genuinity of the CFO, you have to go to lands, you have to go to bank, you pay, you have to apply for CFO of the property you wanted to get. So those are the stressful due diligence that was done before. But now, with the advent of life, eradicate all those stress. You won't have to meet anybody anymore. You have a land already. You wanted to process your CFO. For example, you don't have to go to Alausa to process CFO anymore.
Really?
Yeah, really.
So how can you go about it now?
There's a platform It is called Momentum,
Also by the government, right?
owned by the government. It is under this Lagos Geographic Information System, the largest. Momentum is a platform whereby all CFO processes will pass through. If you wanted to do a CFO now, you don't have to submit your document for them anymore. You just have to scan it and upload it. That's all you need to do. Started from your survey plan, your deed of assignment, your verification ID, your passport. Those are the information that are needed. Once you met the set requirements, the criteria, you just upload it and you are good to go.
Wow.
The easiest thing is the prompt messages you'll be getting. Once one is uploaded, it will prompt you to upload that one is uploaded successfully. Upload another one.
Oh.
So it is easier to track the process of your CFOs now. You will know when you are meant to pay and the amount that you are meant to pay. There's a particular money that's stated to pay for CFOs. It will show on the platform. You don't have to pay the money. It's not to give anyone again. Everything is digitized and it is online. So it is easier now with the advent of GIS and e-GIS.
Wow, wow. So I'm sure our clients are really happy to hear this, especially for clients that are not in the state or region where they want to buy. They're not in Lagos, those are abroad. So now there is a way that we can now, verify land without having to rely on maybe family member or somebody, or even if you might not even don't have to rely on the realtor anymore. You can on your own, you can actually check these things and get direct information from the government to be sure of what you are buying. Some companies will say they have registered survey, you say they have this type, they say they don't have, and most clients just have to trust their own. But I think now you can check for yourself.
You don't have to trust a word coming from realtors or developers anymore. You can actually confirm your own. If any developer tells you he has a registered survey, all you needed to do is to request for it. Once you request for it, you just have to input the plan number on that survey. On this platform, it will brought out all the information of the developer.
Wow. That's fantastic.
So it reduces the fraud in real estate.
Yes,
And
it really does.
it also makes real estate transaction faster.
Yes.
In the sense that you'll be able to decide early because information are coming fast.
Yes.
And secondly is this, you'll be able to process your own title documentation faster. So it gives room for real estate transactions whereby developer wanted to meet a target of so time. So you'll be able to target that time that this CFO or this survey plan will take just 1 month to be ready, and it won't exceed that 1 month that was targeted on it. So it reduces all those real estate frauds. It also reduces all those backlogs in real estate whereby properties will not be duly verified.
But the process takes months.
Yes, the process takes months. Even CFO takes months. Now it's now faster. And it gives room for record keeping also. Let me tell you all this. All land in Lagos State has been registered by the state government. So there's no land that is even on water. Water has been mapped out. Lands on water has been mapped out everywhere. So there's no information you needed on a particular land that is not with the government. So it is easier for them to provide it for you once you request for it. Your own is for you to just request for any information you needed on this land, and it will be given to you easily online without knowing anybody.
Wow, this is a game changer. It's exactly what the industry needs. So I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you so much. So the next question is going to be about Epe in Epe. Epe was the hot zone that everybody was investing in, past couple of years. But we now started hearing things like some fence on estates were being brought down. We started hearing that an area in Lekki to Epe has been taken for military use. It's now military zone. We started hearing that even though some people bought land that was charted and they saw that it was freehold, that there was no government action on it. Now later started hearing that these lands are now being acquired by the government, and we're hearing that it's NTDA acquisition. So there's too many things that have happened around there over the last 2 years that a lot of investors that are watching are really concerned about. Many of them have invested in land and don't know what the fate of their land is. So the first thing that we really need to do is that what exactly happens? What exactly happened?
Yeah, thank you for this question. This is my third time talking about this Epe.
Wow.
Epe is a place whereby a lot of investors have already invested in. A lot. And Lagos State government, they don't want to make the same mistakes that they make in Ibeju Lekki as we speak. You can see Etiosa now, for example. It was well planned and organized.
Yes.
A residential estate supposed to be residential. It is not all land that is meant for residential. A commercial estate is supposed to be for commercial use, and industrial use supposed to be for commercial. That is where zoning comes in. But if you look at Ibeju Lekki, everything, it is not organized there. Everybody is just acquiring land and using it for residential estates. Where it's supposed to be commercial, where a school was supposed to be erected, everything is commercial. Everybody is building estates for residential use. So that is why government comes in Epe, whereby they wanted to regulate the zoning and enforce it, whereby it won't be like Lekki share. They wanted to reduce the level of demolition, because if they said they should leave the development be going like that, a lot of development are in Lekki whereby government cannot demolish again because it is a lot.
Yes, that's
Yes, it is a lot, because you will be claiming you have a title on it, and normally a title cannot be given. They give you a title for agricultural use and you went ahead to build a residential estate.
yes.
Yeah, those are one of the things government used to look into before demolition comes in. Even government itself, they are not happy they wanted to demolish, because it's not possible. These are hard-earned money of the public. So they can't just come and say you wanted to demolish without no reason. This is still the benefit of people. Government has all this in mind that, okay, let's do this to benefit all the people also. You cannot just make all estate for residential. In this Epe, and I wanted to use this platform to tell people also that government is not taking your land in Epe.
Really?
Yes, once you buy a land with a titled land with a CFO, your land is still there with a verified CFO. Before this new development came in, your land is there. Even with this new development also, your land is there. And talking of the K2 Epe Arts, the area whereby the military took over has been there since a very, very long time. It is not just these 2 years ago.
So you mean it was already meant?
It was already meant for a military barracks.
Really?
Yes, if you wanted to acquire land there and you chart your land, it will show in Lagos State Acquisition General that this place is meant for military.
So it was the developers that just.
It was developers that just encroach on military land. It was mainly meant for military barracks before. There are some parts there that was meant for military, and there are some other parts that are freehold, whereby you acquire and you went ahead to go and perfect your title. Once you have the title on it, there is nothing government wants to do for your land again without compensation. Once you have a new title, a CFO on it. And now that all these things are being done, there is new development also. As we speak, there is work that is going on Epe right now as we speak about the zoning and the release of land to people. It's not that government is taking your land, they just want to zone for you to be able to know the places whereby you can invest in, and assuming you have invested there already, what you can use your land to do.
So they put a hold for the zoning.
Yes, they put a hold on the zoning as we speak, and they wanted to use this platform also to let people know the importance of processing of titles on lands and properties.
So when it comes to Epe, the promise for a lot of investors was that because a lot of these lands are freehold, they will not have issues when it comes to registering their CFO. So just like it's freehold, just buy and later on. I know some people did freehold, but it's agreed. But some people did freehold residential, and we now heard that there was a hold on doing CFO. So for clients that are not, can we know this NTDA acquisition? What is this NTDA acquisition? And for those people now that bought maybe freehold agreed, and some people did not know they bought agreed, but it was agreed that they sold. Some people also bought freehold residential, but developers or they themselves are not able to register their title. So what is now going to happen to their land?
Those people that bought a freehold land will be able to process their title. Before these developments that NTDA is doing in Epe,
what are they doing? Can you tell us about that?
What NTDA is doing is zoning. Majorly zoning is what they are doing.
Okay. I think it's
Majorly it's zoning is NTDA is doing. And for people that have invested in Epe already, I'm still using this medium to tell them that if your property has a CFO already, nothing will happen to your land. Your land is there. NTDA is not collecting anybody's land. For the people that doesn't have CFO, I know of K2 Epe in question very well that most land in K2 Epe are zoned for agricultural use. So if your land falls within an agricultural use, it's for you to go to the Ministry of Agri to go and regularize your land for the agriculture you wanted to use it for. If you are conversant with K2 Epe very well, at that junction, that roundabout, where there is police station, after the police station, there is Ministry of Agriculture there, where the Lagos State Logistics Hub is located. Yes. So from by the right like this, from that axis, inwards, downwards, it is meant for agriculture. And government is regularizing all those areas. Once you get a letter of regularization from Ministry of Agri, then you can go ahead and process your title on it.
For those people who don't know what regularization is, can you briefly just tell?
Well, a regularization initially was the government acquired property already belongs to the government. So the government is now the one telling you that okay, you acquire, let's say family sold it to you. Omonile sold it to you. So you will now come to the government and come and rebuy. Yes, because initially it is not free. This is different from freehold. Freehold is free from government acquisition, and the one regularization is not free at all. It belongs to the government
already.
already.
You have to come back.
Yes, if you
So
wanted
you
to,
pay somebody before, you still have to come to
you still have to come. It's the government that owns it. You can't just buy something that doesn't belong to someone. Now you want to take possession of it. It's not possible. It's still the same government that will give you a title on it. So that is actually what regularization means.
Okay.
Initially,
That explains it. So you are saying that for people who did agree, who bought in those areas like in K2 that is zoned for agriculture, they can do regularization on it.
yes, they can actually do regularization.
So would they now be able to use it for residential, or they must sit back?
It is meant for agriculture. It is meant for agriculture, and you know, agriculture has a lot of branches. You can go for crop plantation, you can go for animal rearing, you can go for different branches of agriculture. But there are things that those lands can be used for, and zoning can be changed also. You can acquire a land, a agricultural land, and later the zoning then changes to either mixed use, that okay, this land is already used for agriculture, was already meant for agricultural before, but you can mix it for commercial or residential also. Because in this aspect now, people working on farm, there will be a place they will be staying.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you can actually apply for a place for residential on it. All these things are things that have been put in place in this zoning aspects also. So even on the agricultural land also, there are actually places whereby it is zoned for commercial, whereby your agricultural products, your output can be commercialized, can be sold. And in this aspect, that is where the logistic food hub comes in. The reason why Lagos State government built that logistic food hub is because of that land. You know, all those lands is meant for agriculture.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that's one of the aspects whereby zoning changes from agricultural to any uses you wanted to use it for.
Then it's based on the government's decision to decide when the zoning is changing or whether they change the zoning or not.
It is based on your application.
Or okay, you can apply.
You can apply for zoning changes. You can apply whereby maybe a place is zoned for agricultural before and you wanted to use it for residential. All you needed to do is to apply to the government, and the government will go ahead and check their zoning map if you can actually use that particular place for what you actually applied for, and it should be granted.
So are they actually granting those applications now? Are they actually granting applications?
Yes, it is granted.
So somebody can apply to regularize their land or change its own land. The government can grant it.
You can apply for agricultural clearance and regularize it afterwards. You have to get the clearance first, and confirming this, you have to confirm if your land actually falls within that agricultural area first.
Okay.
With your survey plan first. It's the survey plan that will determine the boundary where it falls into. Maybe it's within the agricultural acquired area also. So once that one is verified, then you can apply for the agricultural clearance. And once you get your clearance, you can easily regularize the land for you and also the uses also.
Okay, that makes sense. So these are a lot of things that were not clear before, but now we are getting full understanding of how these things work. So for now, aside those people that got agricultural land, for those people that is freehold residential but were not able to register their C of O because there was a hold on C of O at the time. So is that hold still there? And what is the solution for them now?
Yeah, the hold is still there and active there as we speak. And like I said before, there is a lot of work that is going on it as we speak right now, just to resolve all the backlogs on the hold. That is why the hold is placed on. It's just after they finished all the works they've been doing. Inspection is going in Epe almost every week. Almost every week. All Epe has been mapped out, and government is trying to balance on how investors will not lose their lands and how they can accommodate more people. And in this aspect, government sees all these things as people just buy land, especially in Epe. There is a lot of land banking going on in Epe, whereby people will just buy land and leave it for some period of time, so they wait for it to appreciate before they sell or use it for anything you wanted to use it for. So government actually don't want all these things to be happening anymore. Once you get your land, get it developed.
So they want people to be developing their
They want people to develop their land. Lagos is a smart city as we talk now. So once you get to a stage whereby you leave your land for several years for it to appreciate, so you'll be able to sell back, it actually delays a lot of development. A person acquires 50 acres of land in Epe and just fence it round and leave it since 2017.
Wow.
Since 2017 until now, it does not. There is no single house there.
almost 10 years now.
So all these things are things that slow down development.
Yes, that's true.
So one of the things government is trying to eradicate is just owning land and not develop it. Government actually wants
They want to put an end to land bank.
So land banking can be done elsewhere, but in Lagos they want development. Buy and develop. Don't just leave your land there alone. So that is one part of the reason why government is putting all these measures in there. So that's it.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. So those people that bought free land, their lands are safe, right? Their lands are safe, and there's a way to get it back.
If your land is titled, I said if it's titled,
Okay, if it is titled,
yes, your land is very, very safe.
okay, if it's titled. But if it is not titled, what can they do to get it back?
What I would advise is they should wait for government decisions on it, and they should check the zoning where their land falls into. That is very, very important also. Check the zoning where the land falls in. That will give you more information on what to do. I just mentioned what to do on agricultural land. If your land is zoned for agriculture, there's a way you can regularize it for agriculture. The same thing if your land falls within place whereby a school was supposed to be built already on the zoning. There's no how you will know if you did not. And these are things whereby developers don't have a lot of knowledge about. So their own is just to, okay, I bought land from family and I see it's not free, it's not committed, so I can buy. So, but the zoning is very, very important. In this Epe, oh no, it's very important.
Thank you so much for sharing. So, for investors that are still considering Epe, would you say Epe is is it still safe to invest in Epe?
There are some areas in Epe whereby you can find a titled land that is safe to buy. And there are some places whereby you needed to do your thorough due diligence before you invest your money. There's this popular estate, Isimi Lagos, in Epe. It is titled, it's there. If you buy that kind of land, you are safe. That I knew that has a verified title. There are a lot of estates in Epe also that has titles also, but I just put that one as an example.
Okay, yes.
So there are a lot of estates, even in that K2 Epe, that has titles for people that still wanted to invest in Epe also. Or what you just need to do is to verify their title and do your due diligence on it, and you are good. And I will also advise people to wait for government decisions in Epe as we speak. Even for people that wanted to invest right now, just hold on. It is just a little bit of time to know actually what your land falls within. For people that wanted to buy and for people that have already bought,
you should wait to see the end result of the zoning.
Also, the zoning has been done. It's even 99% ready.
But some things can change.
Yes, things has already changed. As I'm even talking now, things has changed. There are some places that is zoned for special use. Special use that I meant is maybe for cemetery, for industries, also maybe for prison yard. Also, those are special places. Also, those are the things that has been zoned for.
Okay, that's very insightful. So investors should be a bit patient and they should wait for the government decision.
Yes.
For another thing some people have been saying is that some rumors have been going on that you can go to NTDA, for example, and get land, say government application, get land directly from the government from them.
Yes, at NTDA, they are the ones in charge of allocation. They are the New Town Development Agency, whereby they manage government acquired land. So NTDA goes about to check lands that belong to the government, and allocate it to people that wanted to develop it. So if you wanted to get a direct allocation from the government also, the agency that will do that for you. So once you get your allocation from NTDA, now you go ahead, process your title at Ministry of Land.
Okay.
Yes, but NTDA are the ones in charge of allocation, direct allocation from government to the public.
That's very clear now. So I think if you are looking to invest in Epe or even invest in Lagos in general, from e-GIS service that we've spoken about, so all the way the portal works and how you can access this information and do your due diligence by yourself, and you can see that it's now easier and faster and more convenient and more reliable to do your due diligence. And as regards Epe, you've heard that you just have to be patient, watch out for what government is working on, at the end result of what they are working on the zoning, and make sure that if at all you must do anything in Epe, make sure it already has a title that you have to verify. Right? So this has been a very insightful session. So I want to say thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're glad you came here to share with us.
And it's nice being with you here.
And if you have any needs in terms of due diligence or land acquisition anywhere in Lagos, we have professionals like Mr. Olaniyi right here that we work with in order to make sure that we get verified titles. So you can always reach out to us and get access to professionals that can help you with everything that you want to do as regards verifying land or a house or any property that you want to acquire in Lagos. Beyond due diligence, if you want to get your survey plan, if you want to register a title, if you want to do land allocation, if you want to get land allocation documents, you can always reach out to us and assist you with all of that. So just contact us and we'll be there to assist you. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more episodes like this, please like and subscribe to our channel. We are going to be bringing more episodes of this, our behind the scenes series that we call Brick by Brick. So I have more episodes coming up with other professionals to come and tell you about what really goes on behind the real estate industry that will help make better decisions in your investment journey. Thank you for watching and see you in our next episode.